Hi, I'm Tim Lane here with the Essence of MMA. Today we'll be talking with Coach Robert Follis and find out from him why he got started in mixed martial arts. You'll only find out here on the Essence of MMA.
You know, the very first time I did any martial arts was, my parents wouldn't let me do it at all. I wanted to, like a lot of kids did. And I checked out a karate book from school and hid it under the couch at home. And when nobody was around, I stood and looked at the pictures and tried to do karate. So, first time was maybe 6th grade. Don't tell my parents. I didn't formally start training martial arts until I was in my early 20s when I started bartending. And part of bartending was bouncing. First time I got asked to throw out a guy, it made me extremely nervous. And by nervous, I mean scared to death. And I started training with one of the bouncers that worked at the bar with me shortly thereafter. And that was probably at the age of 22.
How did it change your life when you started martial arts?
You know, it took a couple of years for it to really kick in because I didn't really delve into it. I kind of did enough to not get beat up at work. About the age of 26, I kind of got serious. And I was at that point in my life starting to look around and go, what am I doing here? I was really on kind of a bad path. Some drugs, lots of alcohol, just out partying, no direction, no school, no what am I going to do with my life, just day to day. And I was kind of in a spot where I was feeling a little disillusioned, and my friend that I'd been training with, the bouncer, called me up one day and said, hey, I found this school. We went down to the school, I signed up, and you couldn't get me out of the school after that. And it changed my life. I quit smoking, I quit drinking, I quit doing drugs, all of those for a period of time. I started drinking again, but in a very controlled manner after that. But I got all the other stuff out of the way, and finally started setting goals. I ended up getting a house not there long after, started up my own gym. It really was a pivotal thing, you know, like people throw out there oftentimes, you know what, it changed my life. It saved my life. I honestly don't know if I would have stayed alive had it not been for the direction and focus that martial arts gave me in my life.
Okay, so why would you recommend for anybody else out there, whoever's watching, why would you recommend to them for them to start martial arts training?
Well, one, I think it's important to be able to defend yourself. I think everybody has a personal responsibility to understand how to defend themselves to the best of their ability. It's great that we have police that can be there, but police show up after the fact typically. They're not there then. So I think from a self-defense standpoint, it's a pretty important thing that people should understand. Outside of that, what a great way to get in shape. It's a fun way to get in shape. You know, oftentimes people try and go to a gym, they try and lift weights and stuff, which is to me is an esoteric thing. It's like, well, why am I lifting? What am I doing? And it's like, you get the sport, you have a coach there yelling at you in a good way, motivating you, and so you're learning skills while you're getting in shape, and you almost forget that you're getting in shape. You know what I mean? Like it's this piece. So for me, I always tell people, everything you do with your body is dangerous, especially nothing. So pick something. And me personally, I love martial arts because I'm learning how to protect myself, other loved ones, and I stay in shape. It's been a great thing. But at least do something. If it's not martial arts, do something with your body. Don't do nothing.
Now, MMA is the fastest growing sport right now. Where do you see it in the future?
You know, I said it a number of years ago. Everywhere you see a karate school, I said you're going to see an MMA school. And for everywhere you see an MMA school, which wasn't many, you're going to see a karate school. It's going to change. You know, TV has really driven that. The movies you see aren't kung fu movies anymore, karate movies. They're really shifted to their MMA fights. They're MMA based. You watch in action films, even if they're not specifically about martial artists, they're doing triangles. They're doing, you know what I mean? Like, it's become far more mainstream. So I just see it continuing to grow, and I think it's a wonderful thing. You have people learning how to protect themselves, getting in shape, and doing great things. I think it's going to continue to grow for a long time. Yeah. That's it. Man, I was so nervous.